This is SportsCenter.
I'm Chris Berman. Well, let's get straight to the action. In our first game this week, we had the Panthers win by a 9-point margin. D'Angelo Hall stepped it up this week and gave his team some added firepower for the win. Trent Green went to the end zone 4 times and helped his Chiefs beat the Broncos. We had an interesting free agency pickup of note here. Trey's got the lowdown for us. Trey?
All right, Chris. Let's switch gears and talk about players that'll have new homes in the National Football League, as free agency continues to play such a huge role in determining a team's makeup. Tim Wansley is on the move. Perhaps not for all that he thought he'd get, but a good deal nonetheless. 6 years, $5.0 million. Michael Ricks will also be locked up for a while as he signs a healthy 6-year contract with the Steelers. Jason Gilden will be playing his football elsewhere, though perhaps not for as much as he would have liked. 4 years, $12.6 million, plus a $1.2 million signing bonus. Chris Redman is also on the move as he signs a robust 5-year contract with the Packers.
In the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia, we had the Eagles walk away with a 6-point victory. Up in the HHH Metrodome, we had the Vikings come away with a decisive 10-point win. Jaguars, Bills. Antonio Brown set to receive the kick at his own 20. Actually will be inside his 20 to the 19. Gets a little wall to the right with a spin move. Now goes back down the left-hand side. And they're sleeping on defense. He could go all the way. 81 yards. The Bills win this one by the final score of 31-20. The Ravens won on the road and will now head home to meet the Steelers. Right on the Mississippi River in St. Louis, we had the Rams lose by a narrow 5-point margin. The Steelers' defense held their opponents to under 100 rushing yards in their win at Heinz Field. Justin McCarron stepped it up this week and gave his team some added firepower for the win. Marty Booker nabbed 2 touchdown passes and helped his Bears beat the Lions. Chargers, Texans. LaDainian Tomlinson would certainly like to help his team get into the end zone. And he's set 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage now. Looks to bounce outside, does so, gets a block. Touchdown, 10 yards. The Chargers go on to win this by the final score of 14-7. Down at Pro Player Stadium, we had the Dolphins lose by 6 points. The Patriots won at home, but will take to the road next week to meet the Cardinals. We had a big injury in this one, and Trey has the lowdown for us. Trey?
All right, Boomer, thanks. Before we get to the big news of the week, let's do a quick shakedown on the rest of the NFL's injuries. Julius Peppers will be out of action for a while, and that will be a huge loss for this defense. The team doctors have reported a pulled hamstring, and he'll be out for 4 weeks. Now we'll move on to our top story of the day. Richard Seymour will be on the sidelines for a while, and that is not good news for his club. So that'll do it for now. Chris, let's send it back to you.
Deep in Cajun country in New Orleans, we had the Saints edge their way to a narrow 3-point win. And in our final game, we had the Buccaneers come away victorious. So as usual, plenty of surprises around the NFL. And heck, we just got into week 1. My primetime players' game balls go out to these gentlemen, each one with a fine start to the season. That'll do it, sports fans. I'm Chris Berman, and thanks so much for joining us here in the Bristol studios. We'll see you next week right here on ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports.